looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing first play is Pickett. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He sets to fire deep. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
In motion right, here comes Johnson. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now a first carry for their fullback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Johnson running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ty Johnson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again here with Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. The Bengals at 7-5 now in the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here we go. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Burrow. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A give up the middle to Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Play action. It's Burrow. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here we go. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll give this to Akers running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And that's not the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Here we go. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
11 mighty.
Burrow on 3rd down. Out to the right here to Wilson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Akers is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And this time he is in. Cam Akers, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card at the postseason.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Cincinnati. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run here with Akers. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Done.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Akers again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Now from back at the 5, this is third and goal. Here's Akers, they try and run. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So
it does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
They go to Johnson again. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ty Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
11 MT tank.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the handoff, running left is Akers. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go. 11. 12.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase, 36 yards. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pickett now on 1st down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll send the tight end in motion. Pickett will look to throw it here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Julian Okwara able to record his 5th sack of the season. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Bengals drive about to get going. Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
12, 11, 11.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Claypool, 77 yards. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Pickett. Got an open man. It's Pickens. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Throwing again on 2nd down. Pickett. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that gets them back within 10. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's got room. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Going right back to Akers. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give. Akers running left. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
11 empty, 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
On third down, Burrow. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. Flush to his right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. This offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now Pickett. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll throw again with Pickett. Steps away to his left. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, 42 yards. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down and 8. They go play action with Burrow. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And some room to run now. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. No yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Oh, no, he lost the football. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. McPherson's kick is good, and they will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Pickett. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right?
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The center receiver in motion to the right. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Here's Johnson again on second down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory.